A couple of years ago, I stumbled across a short film that was meant to be a tribute to the winter season. And I watched this film during a period of my life where I was really trying to see the winter in a new light. Every year I struggled with seasonal depression in the winter. It just hit so hard when the days got so short, when it felt like I went months without really seeing the sun. So in this video, this love letter to winter, a couple of professional skiers take a ride in a helicopter and fly to some massive 10,000-foot mountain, somewhere in Colorado or maybe British Columbia. They get dropped off below the summit, and from there, they perform a death-defying run down this absurdly steep slope, winding and weaving across ridiculous snowbanks that look primed to collapse into an avalanche at any moment. And as they ski down thousands of feet of mountainside in a matter of minutes, the helicopter swoops along close behind, a friend with a camera filming the entire thing. So, yeah. On a scale from Red Bull to Mountain Dew, how much did this film get me amped up for the winter? I mean, sure, stunts like this look seriously impressive, but if this is what a love letter to winter looks like, if this is the best that winter has to offer, then how is a normal person supposed to connect with the season? Like, what does a tribute to winter look like for those of us who haven't managed to save up for a helicopter? It's simply a basic fact that people need fresh air and sunlight. Getting outside and seeing the sun on a regular basis is not a hobby. It's a basic human requirement. Being cooped up inside for an entire quarter of the year takes a massive toll on our mental health. Candles and board games will only go so far before cabin fever sets in. A few years ago, maybe even around the same time that I saw that film, I made a purchase that suddenly opened my eyes to a whole new world of possibilities. I bought a pair of micro spikes. With chains and spikes to grip into ice, micro spikes grant you an actual superpower. They let you walk on water. And after you discover this, the winter landscape suddenly becomes a far less intimidating obstacle. Once I began to notice how much of an impact getting outside on a regular basis in the winter had on my mental health, I tried my hardest to make a habit of it. Nothing crazy, just easy hikes and walks. Just to get out, just to experience some sunlight. Winter isn't the time of year for big gambles and risk-taking. Winter is all about patience, endurance, the slow and steady push. A landscape transformed by snow can be both beautiful and disorienting at the same time. I learned what gear I would need and how to mitigate the dangers of winter weather. I learned how to layer my clothing to manage my body temperature when venturing outside, how to avoid sketchy slopes, and how to anticipate unnavigable trails. I discovered the miracle of heated gloves and found that a thermos of steaming hot chocolate after hours out in the snow may be one of the most satisfying things in the world. I had to start small. There are real dangers out there, but if you take it easy, if you pace yourself, you'll quickly develop instincts for where to go and what to expect. You'll learn how to keep comfortably warm, warmer in some ways than if you stayed indoors at home.
Just is.
I'm not used to having a big stride. Do you want me to
Yeah.
go?
I feel like I'm recording footage of Bigfoot.
You are!
I've spent the last decade of my life writing hiking guides as a part-time job. Eventually, it became obvious to me what my next book needed to be, because this honestly is one of the greatest epiphanies I've ever had in my entire life. Going outside in the winter doesn't have to be a miserable experience. I want to show you a new side of winter, and when you feel ready, I want to help you get out there and see for yourself what a difference spending time outside all year round can make. My newest book, The Joy of Winter Hiking, is out now, online and in stores. It's full of advice, recommendations, inspiration, as well as my landscape photography from all across the country. And for more warm weather adventures, my previous book, America's Best Day Hikes, offers a guide to some of the most stunning hiking trails all around America. Links to both books are in the description below,